estamos aquí transmitiendo desde el Norwegian Jewel, la joya de Noruega, traducido al español. Este es el barco de cruceros más grande que ha llegado a nuestro país y estamos aquí con Luis Romero, quien va a ser nuestro tour guide, nuestro guía turístico para recorrer este hermoso barco que tiene 14 pisos, para que ustedes puedan observar toda esta maravilla de la empresa Norwegian Cruise Line.
Así es, Carmen, y para mí realmente, bueno, vos ya tenés experiencia con cruceros, pero yo estoy realmente emocionada porque es la primera vez, a pesar de tantos años, ¿verdad?, de estar en el turismo, que entro y realmente puedo apreciar lo que es un barco de cruceros por dentro. Antes solo lo había visto en las películas, así que estoy muy emocionada por la oportunidad y también para que nuestros televidentes se entusiasmen y se decidan a tomar en algún momento de su vida un crucero por cualquier parte del mundo.
Bueno, amigos, entonces acompáñenos y aquí de la mano de Luis, que es de Honduras, es un compatriota cercano, vamos a ir a hacer este recorrido. Venga con nosotros, acompáñenos.
Da la impresión que un edificio gigante hubiese salido de entre las aguas, pero es el Norwegian Jewel, la joya noruega, el barco crucero más grande que ha llegado al país. Casi 3.000 personas a bordo, 14 pisos, 16 restaurantes con diversas especialidades, 5 piscinas, un spa con 38 salones, un teatro, una galería de arte, un estudio fotográfico profesional, gimnasio, salones de juego y un sinnúmero de amenidades. Tecnología de punta que le permite ubicar su habitación o el lugar al que usted desee dirigirse, consultar el menú o su cuenta con tan solo un toque a la pantalla digital. Es un sueño hecho realidad. El Norwegian Jewel partió de Miami y recorrió varios países antes de anclarse en Corinto. Tuvimos el privilegio de entrar a esta lujosa nave y conversar con el capitán.
Estamos con el capitán Keneth Hastrom, quien ha estado ya en varias ocasiones acá en Nicaragua capitaneando este hermosísimo barco. Es una sorpresa especial que les tenemos a ustedes porque no siempre es posible, es muy raro, realmente es un privilegio el que tenemos Carmen y yo de poder estar transmitiendo desde este maravilloso barco.
Yo quiero agradecer a JL Griffith, que gracias a ellos es que estamos nosotros, han hecho todos los trámites posibles para que nosotros estemos hoy llevándoles a ustedes todo el tour a través de este barco tan maravilloso y tengan la oportunidad de conocerlo, así como tuvimos la oportunidad nosotros aquí en el puerto de Corinto.
Así es, y muchos nicaragüenses se decidan a tomar también, ¿verdad?, un tour de cruceros en algún momento de su vida, porque creo que es una experiencia turística que realmente uno tiene que tomar, empezando por mí. Thank you, Captain, for receiving us today. Could you tell us how has been your experience in Nicaragua regarding the tours that you are realizing for your passengers? How well have they been received by the passengers on board? And what were the suggestions that you could make to us?
Well, I must say that all the tours have been very well received. We have around 15 different tours. And altogether, today, for instance, we are more than 1,000 people going to these different tours. Mostly up to colonial Leon, colonial cities, and the feedback is very good actually. And our manager, which have been here a little bit more than me, says that it's the improvement all the time, every time, and also the feedback from the passenger is nice. Participation is higher for every cruise basically, so the word is spread, so to say. It's a very nice, you have a wonderful, beautiful country with the volcanoes and the lakes and so on, so it have been, it looks very promising in the future for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line choose the ports according to the facilities and according to what there is to do, right? What do you think that will improve the amount of ships coming to Nicaragua and for Norwegian Cruise Line, according to your experience?
Yeah, well, first of all, we have two ports here on the Pacific side, right? Corinto, which we are here now. It's from my point of view, it's good facilities here, you know. However, for the excursions or when it comes to the terminal and so on, it might not be the same what they think is the best, you know, because there is on some of the small ports there is a small terminal with gift shops and that kind of facilities. Here is a more commercial port. However, now last cruise we were in San Juan del Sur, and at this time we don't have any pier or anything to mooring. We anchored the ship outside, and a tender operation going in with our small tender boats back and forth have been a challenge due to the very strong wind which is prevailing in this area.
I've been to many cruises, and I know that something that attracts tourism is that when they go down, there's a lot of stores around, so people actually not only goes in tours, but goes in tours and also, you know, they stay shopping. Shopping is a very important part, which we don't have in Corinto. You may have that in San Juan del Sur because it's a big city, bigger city than this area, and it's a touristic city too.
It's like the case of Roatan, that when the passengers go down and they don't take tours, for example, they have that little area where they can buy duty free and other souvenirs and things like that. Do you think? Well, now recently, the Nicaraguan Assembly approved last year a new law, which is a law to promote public-private investment. And the government is now promoting, together with the private sector, this law to attract investments. And one of the ideas of the projects they have is precisely in San Juan del Sur, to attract foreign investment to invest in the San Juan del Sur area and the port and all that. Maybe something, well, I don't know exactly in the case of Corinto because it's mainly a cargo area, but maybe in the future something like that could be thought of for Corinto. But do you think that because I see that people who go down here and do not take tours, they want to walk around, but there is not really much to do. I suppose these passengers are not very satisfied when they come back because there is not much to do around. Do you think we could do something as the country to do something around this area to give these passengers who do not take tours more things to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is, what I understand, some restaurants outside here. I don't know if you could attract some owners of restaurant to open up something here. And for your information, it's not only the passenger, you know. This ship has almost 1,100 crew members. And they like to go ashore, not necessarily go to any excursion, because I don't have time for that. But most of them like to go ashore for a few hours and to take a lunch, for instance. And I mean, it's a huge business opportunity for those which open small beach shacks and so on. Absolutely.
And do you think that if there were this type of activities around, it would be possible to have more ships coming to this port?
And extended hours. Because also the amount of hours that you stay in a port, it depends on how much things to do they have, right?
Absolutely. I mean, all these small pieces together, you know, with the restaurant or small gift shops and so on, add up, of course, to be a good attraction for the cruising for sure.
Well, you told me that you haven't had the chance to go down and experience Nicaragua because you have to stay on board. So Carmen y yo, and I, sorry, Carmen and I invite you to come on holidays anytime so that you can confirm what the passengers are telling you.
Oh, that sounds great. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, of course. It's a little bit long distance, although I have it in Sweden, the sailboat, and it's going to take a few weeks, you know. So if I try to come over here, my vacation is already over when I reach Nicaragua.
When you retire.
Yes. Well, amigos, nosotros vamos a continuar conociendo el bote, este barco, de la mano de ustedes para que ustedes nos acompañen y continuemos dando el tour a través de este maravilloso hotel flotante que está visitando nuestras costas de Nicaragua.
Luego de esta entrevista seguimos recorriendo el barco. Es imposible conocerlo todo en tan solo un par de horas, pero sí nos dio tiempo de almorzar con el capitán y degustar el menú de lujo de uno de sus restaurantes más solicitados. Fue una experiencia fascinante aún estando anclados. Es hora de despedirnos. El Norwegian Jewel debe seguir su viaje. No sabemos cuántos de los turistas que hoy dieron una probadita de Nicaragua volverán, pero sí sabemos qué podemos hacer para dar un mejor recibimiento a nuestros visitantes.